welcome to the Bestie Confession Podcast with your hosts, Mariah Monet.
Pretty Gangsta Lala.
KK.
Yes, and this is going to be a really special episode because we now have our two permanent co-hosts for the show. So, yeah.
Clock it.
Yeah, so super excited that you guys are here and on the show. Yeah, so how you guys feel? Bestie check-in?
Right,
Bestie check-in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good week. Yeah.
Just a good week, just all in general.
I quit my job and then started a new one.
Just like that. Just like that.
Just like that.
That's how you're supposed to do it, low key. Love that. How about you, Kay?
My week was good. I'm feeling the sun.
Yes.
I'm getting back on track. I just feel good. Spring is here.
Love that. Love that down. And
what about you?
My week was, I feel like it was a lot. I started a new schedule at work. I started a new program at work as well. So I'm super excited about that. And I think it's a really good segue into our gym of the week, my gym of the week. And I think we can all kind of show talk about like our gym of the week as far as this. But it's just like creating and shaping the life that you want. And I feel like in this very critical age of like being in our we're like late 20s, right? So I feel like just creating and molding.
I'm 21.
Huh? You 21 now?
Elaine never tells her age.
I don't know.
21.
No.
They can count the rings. They can count the rings on you.
We'll
but,
see what's giving.
Yes. But just shaping your life, and I just thinking that if you're in your 20s or late 20s or early or even in your 30s, it's never too late to like reinvent yourself and go after for what you want to do. But like with me starting this new program, it's like I have like a want or like a need to be get more into leadership in my current company. So it's just like I'm doing the work, I'm putting in the hard work and like doing the sacrifices that I need to do in order to get me to that next level. Not saying that after this program I will go immediately into it, but it's going to give me the skills. So it's just like really invested into yourself. So like how we invest into like relationships, like platonic and romantic, like put a lot of that time into yourself and developing yourself, because again, you want to be a full person. Sure. Whenever you start dealing with someone or just in general as you get older, you want to be full embodied into the person that you want to be. So that's my gym for the week. How you guys relate?
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, especially in this time. Like a lot of older people will say focus on yourself in your 20s. Even if you don't have it all figured out, lock in with what you want and create that life so that you can enjoy it in your 30s. And I feel like these past 2 years, I've definitely been locked in with my career journey, my fitness and shit like that. So I completely agree with that. And I feel like when you pour into yourself, it just makes you stronger to know what you will and will not deal with. So you avoid a lot of those situations that you hear about or that you people wish that they didn't go through, I should say. So yeah, that's a really good gym.
Yes, I love that, and I totally feel you on that. Just the whole fitness, I can literally see, and I think it's so beautiful. When you do have good friends, and you can see the growth and the people you surround yourself. Because what they say, you hang out with 10 rich niggas, you gonna be the, you know what I'm saying, and vice versa.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like all my friends motivate me in different ways. Even if our accomplishments aren't the same, it's okay, she's doing that. Dang, she's on her creative vibe, or she's, in her career, or she, they just doing different things. And that's important too. Have people around you that's going to motivate you and that's going to support you. Anybody else, I feel like is at this point in our life, it's kind of pointless just to be around.
Type shit.
Yeah.
Type shit.
Yeah. So I feel like my life has been changing very quickly, but I've had to correct myself. When I talk about my life now, maybe if I have a baby or if I get a house, and I've changed my language to when I get the house or when I have the family. So everyone always be like, oh, change is coming and things are going to end or things going to get better. But when it actually does get better, it's no one talks about the uncomfortability of it. Like, it's very uncomfortable because you have to try to get out of survival mode.
Yeah.
So like I'm like got 3 jobs this week, but I'm like, I don't need all these jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need all these jobs no more. Like, I don't have to do that no more.
The hustle.
So it's just like,
that's a blessing in itself. Like, you have 3 jobs, but you realize, like, I don't even need that. One job is gonna be sufficient for all the things that these.
Like, I'm low key overworking.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, and it taps into other things like money management, or now that I have the time to do these things. Someone asked me what my hobbies were, and I have some hobbies, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like now having the resources and the freedom to actually do different things, you can tap into so many other things that you had no idea about.
No, for sure. I feel like I'm like on the same page as you with the hobbies. Like, I'm just trying anything because
this is literally a hobby.
Exploring. Literally, this is the exploring phase. So you never know. One of your hobbies may make you rich.
Yeah. And that's what we trying to do. I'm just saying. What they say, 7 streams. We need 7 streams of income. But I love that. And I just think, like, just this gem of the week is just really just saying shoot for the stars.
Literally. Put your time and effort into what you want. And literally you will be rewarded. Whether it's quickly, whether you're doing it for a long time. Like, if you're putting in effort into whatever you want to do, that shit is going to have to pan out.
It is. What?
Ain't no other way.
You know who else is shooting for the stars?
Who?
Gail. Gail, they took my girl Gail to space, y'all. Outer space.
Do y'all believe they actually went to space?
No. America is.
How long were they up there for?
I
didn't even know she went to space.
You didn't know she went to space, bro.
You ain't see that whole all women's team that went to space?
Who else went? Because who else?
Katy Perry.
They definitely.
They went to space?
Yes.
But I think.
Wasn't it Jeff Bezos?
Yes. Why is a billionaire taking 5 random women? They not even
5 rich women.
5 rich. Something that we clearly don't know. But my whole thing is, how y'all just sent them to space and they came back down immediately? But what happened to them astronauts that
immediately? It was the same day.
Yeah.
But what happened to the astronauts that's been up there for like a year? Y'all.
But I'm saying, did the rocket go up and then come down? Like, did they truly go? That they didn't land, right? They just kind of went there.
They put the rocket in sport, like.
not the rocket was an SRT. Hellcat is crazy.
Hell, it is Jeff Bezos. I mean,
he probably
got some shit.
But my whole thing is, it's astronauts, or maybe they already came down. But I remember it was a story. They was saying like the astronauts, they was up there and they was up there for so long. They was like they forgot how to do like simple, basic like human things because they was up there for so long. So my question is, how you have motherfuckers up there that long, but Miss Katy Perry can go up and down? I don't get that.
But some astronauts are trained
to do that,
to land.
What are you talking?
They didn't land, did they?
They had to go up to come down. Yeah, I think they landed
all in 11 minutes.
That's what I'm saying. It's a hoax. Y'all can't believe.
I'm over it. But if I was rich, well, you know who's about to get rich, and not to like put a joke on the situation or anything, but the girlie who just sued Shannon Sharp, 10 million, was it?
Ooh. What did she want? 50 million?
50 million.
She wanted 50 million.
A bag. How you feel about it? You think he did it?
Okay.
Crickets.
Now this is what I think. I think that older gentleman is a freaky man.
A freaky.
He heard that voicemail, Michelle, right?
Yeah, Michelle. But did y'all listen to the voice with her?
He was like, I'm gonna choke you. I may choke you in front of people. I said,
no. He was like, I'm gonna fill you with baby gravy or something. Like,
I would run away screaming.
Shooting the club up.
No, my whole thing
baby gravy.
My whole thing is, I feel like she was somebody who was planted around him and who had one motive, which was this.
Yeah, because it's just like how she recorded the whole thing, and it just seems so like rehearsed.
Yeah,
I don't know if he like innocent to proven guilty, but you look very incriminating. I think like if you feel like you really just did not do it, I would not be offered. Cause then they say like he offered some money at first.
Yeah, they say he offered her 10 mil.
Baby.
And she was like, no.
That mean
because she has to have a ton of evidence on him, similar to like the Cassie and Diddy.
Yeah.
Where he didn't even put up a fight.
He was just like, exactly, when I feel like you pay someone off, you try to pay someone off, you feel like you're guilty in some way, or you feel like you have,
or they want to make the situation go away fast.
10 mil
to help his image. He definitely got money.
If someone offered me 10 mil, I'd probably ask for 52, because you clearly got about 15, and you lowballing me.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like she set this up to get the most amount of money she could. But granted, he also, why are you messing with a 19-year-old white woman?
Because he was freaking with that what happened, that accidental glide.
That's what I'm talking
about.
That
man was nasty. Michelle was a white woman.
But that kind of gave like, okay.
No. That was just around the time they was calling him homosexual.
That's what I'm saying. And I feel like
Then they came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was, because he always went in tight ass clothes and stuff. Yeah.
Uncle Sharp.
Damn, Sharp.
Uncle Sharp.
Damn. You need leave them white women alone.
Leave them white ladies alone.
Leave them 19. Girl, she is setting her future up. 50 mil.
I'm happy for her.
She ain't going to, I mean, I can care less at the end of the day.
I just hope,
because he put himself in that situation. But you know, when people get older, they get more vulnerable to those type of things.
They do.
Yeah. But my whole thing is, on a very serious note, I don't care if you are in a relationship with someone and y'all have sex multiple times. If you tell someone no, like, no means no. I don't care. And I feel like, unfortunately, if that really is the case, like, and she's not lying, like...
Did she say she said no and he continued?
I don't know. I mean, it's sexual assault, so it was some no consent somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And my whole thing is, no amount of money is going to erase trauma. And that's, I think, sometimes people be forgetting. Like, the money don't make you not wake up and remember your rapist or whatever had happened.
You can't put a dollar amount on emotional.
On peace, really. Because even if she do get that money, it's going to be so many people, like how we are right now, really is explaining it and telling it from her point of view. And we don't know. We don't know. That's my disclaimer. Sorry.
That's true.
But yeah, hopefully they resolve that, and the truth gonna come out regardless.
The truth will be revealed,
and
we shall see.
You know who said that too?
Who?
Kendrick Lamar. And he's on tour right now, remember? Everybody's being exposed, the XYZ. But he's on tour, and I actually saw a video of him on tour. I think it was Texas. I think it was in Houston or something like that. It looked very nice.
Really?
Yeah,
his tour has started, right?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it looked
We're going
nice.
to see him June 6th.
With SZA as well. SZA was looking like she was doing her thing.
SZA's a great performer, though.
She is.
He picked the right person.
I love SZA.
Yeah, but I'm waiting on the real performer.
Who's the real performer?
Chris Brown.
I'm with you on that one.
I'm waiting on Breezy.
Man, Chris,
wear your brown bandanas, he said. Take your brown out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, why brown?
Yeah, Breezy Brown.
Well, he said, people were trying to
Chris
do red.
Brown. Yeah, but he was like, no, we're not doing Don't do the red bandana. So he said, Chris Brown, we're going to do the brown.
Oh, that's dope. I love that.
Man, I want to go see it. I feel like that was our childhood.
I'm going to see Chris Brown, though. I wish I had enough for a meet and greet.
He come August 28th to Chicago, too.
Yeah.
2 days before my birthday.
Yeah.
If anyway, we want to give
I hope I can see him in the club somewhere. I'm going outside more though, because I went to the movies on Tuesday, but it's getting warmer outside. You know what I'm saying?
It's getting warmer.
It's heating up.
Yeah, you gonna be outside or you inside?
Oh, baby, outside. I'm outside right now.
So, do you think relationships can last during the summertime? Inside, outside?
Yeah, I think so. I think it thrives in the summer if y'all have fun.
I would say that too. I feel like relationships be funner in the summer.
Yeah.
Funner.
It's fun.
Funner.
More fun.
Funner.
Yeah, there be a time.
It's a time.
People be just in a better mood.
Summer booze, summer flings.
Yeah. I feel like, why wouldn't it work?
Right.
People less motivated to be with each other.
If it don't work out in the summertime, you just don't like me. Because summer dates is so easy.
It's
you go to a festival to it's very...
It's very low effort.
It's very low effort. Like, I feel like it's more effort in the winter
summertime try is very...
you can literally walk into anything. Anyway, back on topic. Back on topic. What were we talking about? Summer flings or summer relationships? Is there a difference?
Yes.
Is it?
See, I take my summer flings serious.
It is a difference.
How?
A fling is just for the summer.
But you know what? See, my flings, they go into like the fall and winter.
Mine don't do that.
It's a trouble.
Mine's straight. What you say? It's getting chilly outside. See you
said
later.
September 12th.
You gotta buckle down with one in the wintertime. You can't have it ain't as easy to maneuver with dating multiple people.
Yeah, dating multiple people is a lot. But I feel like if you just keep everything pretty casual, I feel
like dating multiple people isn't as bad if you aren't if you aren't super serious with any of them. If you super serious with one or you got your favorite, then it's over with.
Yeah, because it's just too much. I don't know, but you gonna always. I feel like you always have favorites in everything you do. I have a favorite pair of shoes.
You got a favorite man?
I'm not just kidding.
She asked a hard question.
You know who you are, boo. I love you.
Some smooches. I'm just kidding. I don't have a man. I think I wanna. Guys, it's hard to say. No, I'm just kidding. I think I want to not stop dating, but
what if you go out of town to meet somebody? Out of town, what's the perfect out of town fling? I got mine.
Someone that's fun, that can that's just down to do something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a spontaneous, adventurous man. Who
money's not an issue. Let's do this.
I want him to be a prince.
A prince.
A prince.
Yeah,
You trying to get in the castle?
Yeah.
I want to meet a mogul or something.
Me too. Somebody who own a bunch of shit and you don't even know.
And you won't know
the face of it.
And he's so calm
and humble.
Not calm, but humble. What'd you say?
50 Shades of Grey.
Ooh, give me some of that. Exactly. But ain't none of that happened on the summer vacation. I'm not doing none of that. Hit me up afterwards. But that's not a fling though, right? Because it got to happen on vacation. I'm not comfortable with that.
I don't know. I feel like vacation boos.
You a fucking vacation boo?
Might try, yeah.
You said show me that Mark chart.
Why not?
I don't know.
What is the big deal?
What is the big deal?
So you'll have sex with them and then you'll literally hang out with them the next day?
Yeah.
Where we going, babe?
Let's go shop.
Show me the city.
Show me your city.
Yeah, show me your city.
Let's go.
But what if he's a tourist too? I feel like it'd be fun.
That's even more fun,
right?
Because now you're gonna think about that experience with me.
Yeah, I love that. I don't know. I probably won't do anything.
My cousin got married to him and his wife, and they met. I think they both was on vacation in Cancun.
That's so cute. See?
I
like that, but we don't gotta hook up when we're there. We can just vibe.
I don't know what they did.
All right. Exactly.
Man, a lot of people one night stands turn into marriages.
Have you ever had a one night stand? Ooh, quiet now. Y'all bring the Rolodex out to us. Did I?
I've never had a one night stand.
Okay. What? Okay.
But
I'm looking at her. Telling us, okay, you say you did it now.
Yeah. What about now? You're next.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I would never do that.
Never did. I never had a one night stand. Have I had sex with one person and I was like, no, not again? Yeah.
Huh. Oh, I think a lot. We've all done that.
Oh, well then, yeah.
But that's not a one night stand.
So a one night stand is you meet them that night, and then y'all do it. Is that a one night stand?
A one night stand is you are okay, I'm gonna have sex with him, but I have no intentions on this going anywhere ever. We finna get this nut off together, and then
I had one.
That's what I'm saying.
It was crazy.
Yeah, but
that's
still not a one night stand.
That's not a one night stand.
I feel like a one night stand is when you don't know them. You meet them the night of or the day of, and you literally have sex with them.
Oh, okay.
So no, I didn't. I retract my answer.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I don't
men
think
be scary. Men be scary, but women don't.
They don't.
I
don't.
I don't think we're gonna get an answer, guys.
We're gonna plead the fifth. Let's just
plead the fifth. Okay, well, So what? But before I was so really interrupted. No, I'm just kidding. But I think my whole thing is like I don't know if I want to date right now.
Why you say that?
Getting deep on the bestie confession.
Let's tap into that.
I just feel like I don't know. So I was. This bitch can't take me serious.
No, for real.
I just feel like I just don't. I don't know if I have the capacity.
You say it's hard out here.
I feel that.
Like how I was talking about, like pouring into myself and developing myself. I feel like I'm doing a lot with just that. So it's just like at this point, I'm just cool.
No, yeah, that's a job in itself. Yeah. And sometimes like people don't be thinking that you actually have to pour energy into dating.
Yeah, even if you're not serious, that's still excess energy that you're releasing.
Time
texting. I don't got time for that. Especially if it's like just it's not substantial.
I cannot text all day long. Like it's just a lot.
It's just a lot. Honestly.
I'd rather like meet up and hang out like when we have free time.
Yeah, when we have free time. Yeah. Like I want to actually
or
be
maybe
in your
talk
presence.
on the phone for a few minutes before bed. But even that, like, because I feel like nowadays people be like, oh, if like what were you doing that you couldn't talk or text?
Or like they feel
obligated to your time.
That or like they feel like you gotta talk to them all the time to make it valid for y'all to hang out, man. It's like, oh, I gotta know you before we hang out. Like, no, I'm going to get to know you when I see you and I'm interacting with you.
On a date.
On a date. Like, I ain't tricking if you got it. So a lot of you niggas that think that y'all are tricking because you don't have it. And that's okay, because...
Let's tap into that, though.
Okay, let's hear it.
Let's tap into that, because I think you said a good point of, like, people thinking that they're tricking on you. Like tricking is something that you don't need, but they they giving it to you anyway.
I had this man, right, y'all. So we was supposed to go on a date, right? And it was getting closer to the date, and I think we was discussing like the logistics of it. And he was like, "Don't you want me to just pay your light bill instead?"
Doesn't take away from the fact that we ain't go on no date. Like,
he's insane, and
that's insane.
Insane.
I just feel like I feel like more times it's like they tricking for their image, for how it makes them feel. They don't give a fuck about what it got to do with us. Like,
so you just wanted to be able to tell your homies that you paid for a girl bill.
I pay her bill. I do this for her.
I pay the bill.
Straight. I make sure she this and that. Shut the fuck up. Please.
I had to share that one because that should have been my confession, but I just thought that was...
That's crazy. You know what? I have had someone tell me, like, what do I have to do? How much? And that made me feel like, is it giving prostitute?
Am I a prostitute? Like,
should I be on that corner?
Should that be my new profession? I
was like,
so you focus on yourself, queen.
I gave it
self-love.
Self-love.
Like,
I got
that interview with Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes.
I love Tracy.
Yes. I feel like Tracy Ellis Ross, I love her. She's just very unapologetic. And it seemed like she didn't really care that she was on. The podcast she was on was Michelle Obama's and Craig Robertson, which is Michelle Obama's brother, and it's called IMO. We shouting out podcasts, and I love Michelle Obama because I feel like that's my auntie that got it all together, but she can still talk to me.
She can relate.
Like, hey niece, this is what you don't want to do. This is what you want to do, and she just boss. Like, I love her, and she from Chicago. Like, you can't really get no better.
Honestly, truly.
So yeah, but do you want to elaborate on like what that episode? I appreciate a lot of you guys.
I think it was talking about what like self-love and how do you handle not having a life that you imagine?
Ooh,
So,
that's deep.
you know what I'm saying? I think she was talking about, Tracy Ellis Ross was talking about not having a family, you know, and I guess that's something that she imagined as something that she had to deal with. And I think that is true. I think it was hard for me, I think, after I got out of college, because in college, or all your life you say, okay, you go to school, you go to college, you get a good job, that's it. So then when I got out of school, I graduated during COVID. So, and I have been working for myself during COVID as well. So when I graduated and I didn't just get this high paying job because I had a diploma, I'm like, okay, so what now?
Right.
And you had to figure out how you could deal with it,
Right.
for real. So,
that's a reality.
you know what I'm saying? I went through the whole period of time of like fast money, but that is like a lifestyle too. So like when I was a new bartender, drinking every day, going out every day, like it was a lot of money in that. You know what I'm saying? But you have to figure out how you're going to handle, like, you can have a plan, but they always say God, we make plans and God laughs at them because they're already there. So I try to go, under the quote of like, whatever you desire is already yours. You just have to align yourself to it because it's already there. You know what I'm saying? So that's when people are like, oh, I had more understanding, or I decided to put more work in it, or work on my craft. Like, you really were just aligning yourself to something that already belonged to you.
I love that.
Inspiration.
That
is really good. That is really good.
I definitely agree with what you just said, and also I watched the podcast. Well, I listen. I listen to podcasts, guys. I'm doing all this strictly for you guys, and co-hosts, they love visuals, so yeah.
Well, people love visuals.
Y'all love
look
visuals.
at us.
Type shit.
But anywho, so yeah, I can relate, and I listened to the podcast, and when he was like, we do a lot of things that we feel like we are supposed to do, what we have been taught and wired to do, and I think Michelle Obama, because he kind of said the same thing. He was like, how my life is set up and how I seen it and how I was raised. It was like, I go to school, go to college, have the single life for a little while, and get married. And he was like, it's kind of, and they was talking about like with men, a lot of times it's just like when they ready to get married, they pick the woman that's in front of them and not really analyzing like what type of woman or not just woman, but what type of partner they want. And until that don't really happen until either they stick it out and try to work with the person they have, or they like, all right, fuck it. And I feel like that's what we kind of at right now, is like people just be like, fuck it. But it's like relationships take work, but I don't really want to hone in on that part. It was just like kind of doing what you feel like you are supposed to do, what you have been taught to do. And Michelle Obama was like, she tells her girls and like, younger people, like, do what you like, what do you want to do? And it's not about the money, it's not about the success, it's not about the status or the title. It's about, what do you want to do? Do you want to serve people? Do you want to be someone that helps others? Do you want to be a person that do this, or a person that build things and be the next future this, because you are constantly looking into a future state? Like, look to see what you want and then start working towards what you want, because things will fall in line the way it's supposed to. And I was just like, that's so important, like, because like I'm in, like, I want to be a leader. Like, I feel like I have great leadership qualities, and that's what I'm like trying to do as far as career wise, and just like, and I realized to be a leader, you are kind of showing that in all aspects of your life, and I'm constantly trying to do that. And like, to be a good leader is not just to tell people what to do; it's to like work with them to get to a common goal. And I think it's kind of just showing in every part of my life. So it's just like, I'm realizing that's what I want to do. I want to have an impact on people. I want to influence people. I want to service people, give people help, and create a sense of community. And that's where I think like the podcast really came about, because I have a voice. And sometimes it's small and it's quiet, but it's impactful, and I see that in myself. So yeah, and it was really beautiful to hear it, and I like listening to older people because there's so much wisdom.
Yes, it is. Yeah. I love listening to older people. I think that's like the best advice like you could ever. That's why I say like older people be knowing, because they didn't went through it.
Yes.
But like, it's like every time I thought I really wanted something and I didn't get it, it realigned me into something that fits me so much better. Like, for example, maybe 2 years ago, I was like applying for a research and development position, and I didn't get it because they wanted somebody with a little bit more experience, and it led me into like management. And honestly, management has been like, you know, we talk about leadership. Mm-hmm. It led me into that light of leadership, mm-hmm. and actually like having to support a team and, mm-hmm. you know, guide a team. Like, and I feel like I would have never experienced that had I like really went for another like research and development position. Mm-hmm. I just kind of let things be and didn't dwell on it. Mm-hmm. Even though at the time it didn't feel like that. It felt like, you know,
damn, I didn't get it.
Yeah, it felt like mm-hmm. a deny, but a deny is like what I'm learning now is always a redirection.
Yes.
To what you're supposed to be doing. Like, so.
Very insightful, guys. Love that. I love that you brought that up. That's so cool. Like, yeah. That's how I be talking to my crew. I be like, y'all, they talk about how I talk.
Yes. So, we've come to that part. We've come to the part of the show. Confessions.
Yes,
ladies,
these are my confessions.
Confess.
Who want to go first?
Okay. Well, I guess it's me then. My confession this week is that it's hard showing up for everybody. And like, I think sometimes like we make excuses, but really it's just really hard. Like, for example, my mom, you know, has been wanting to spend more time, but that's hard when you kind of have a set routine with work and working out, and then trying to do everything on the weekends because you work Monday through Friday. So it's like setting aside that time to like check in with your loved ones or even your friends.
That's a lot.
It becomes a lot, and you have to balance like having boundaries and making time for yourself, and also still supporting your loved ones.
Yes.
So my confession is that shit is hard.
It is hard.
It's not easy.
I commend you for announcing that, for you know, saying that. Yeah, it is hard, but we got to do it. But give yourself grace.
Yeah. Working on it.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Oh, I thought it was going boom, boom. Okay. Anyway, but my confession of the week is that I got kicked out of Chili's.
Damn.
The restaurant. Man, it was crazy. It was
getting rowdy with them.
Chili's is crazy. You know I love Chili's.
You know what? And I'll go back.
And
it was crazy, y'all. Look at me.
Did they carry you out?
Nah, they didn't throw my ass out like Fresh Prince. They didn't do that. Not too much on me. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely had to tell Eddie, look, watch your.
She did. She called me that day. She was heated.
I'm so mad. Watch yourself. You go
Eddie is crazy.
Chili's and it's a manager named Eddie. Tell him.
Fuck Eddie.
Fuck Eddie, all right? Yeah.
Y'all tripping different ain't that good anyway.
And it was still anyway. Fuck.
$2 margaritas.
Having ass. I'm just kidding.
Why should be at Chili's next week?
Come on, some cheers. Pre-made ass cocktails. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing.
Low shelf liquor.
I was mad, y'all. I'm sorry, but what's your...
My confession. I've learned that I'm not really that open to change. You would have thought, yeah. So I've been a little resistant. So I got to be open with it. So I like have new hobbies, new activities that I do. My environment's different. Like, you know, I've always had a lot of friends, but the ones that I talk to like on a daily basis now are, you know, a little different. The ones that are like on my same page or like same pace as me. But I be missing my old life. Because it'd be Friday night, and I'd be like, dang, I'm in the bed.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot to be thankful for. So I'm like, okay, open to change. Like,
yeah.
And it's okay. You have to, you know, continue to evolve.
Yes.
So you just be like, dang, I don't want to be fake. Like, I don't want to be all of a sudden like, this is not who I am. Like, you know, how I would be like, nah, I'm always going to be outside. I'm always the fun, you know, lit girl. But I'm like, I still could be lit just in a different way now.
Yes, absolutely.
It just look different.
It just look different. We still outside. It just look a little different.
Yeah. Look
from 21.
Right.
And 25.
I'm 21 still.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
Her. But this is a really good episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoy your new co-host. All that. We're gonna drop our socials so y'all can follow and continue to get updates on our new releases and our live handles. KK, you want to start?
Yep. So mine's literally my name, Laws_Kaylin.
Period. And Farrah?
And mine is Pretty Gangsta Lala, so it's pretty with 2 eyes, Gangsta Lala.
And of course, you guys can follow me at Mariah. What is it? _Monet, 2 A's at the end. Always remember that. And of course, you gotta follow the Bestie Confession podcast.
Yes.
On Instagram, and we will be having TikTok as well. Same name. Okay. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great, blessed week. And bye. Besties.
Bye, besties.
Bye.